JadeJonny!
Yo, what is up, dude? Oh my god.
It's been too long since we've done this. We skipped a week.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of things came up in my life, and I had to take care of those, and I just wasn't able to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is what it is. I'm gonna bail on you for a couple here in a bit for vacation, so I'll apologize in advance, but I understand.
Yeah, hey. Life happens. Life happens.
Life happens. Life happens.
Anyways, this week, we don't have webcam on. We're not. You guys can't see us. I can do whatever I want. And
You're welcome, by the way.
You don't gotta see us. I mean, Sammy's handsome. Sammy's a handsome man.
I don't know about all that.
I know I'm kind of repulsive, but Sammy's a handsome man. So, but today we're gonna be going over all of the cards in Series 1. I think it's fair to say like we're two of the best players in Wildhearts. I think that's fair to say.
At least the ones that have been publicly thrown out there. I've heard rumors that they're some of the ones that have helped with some of the testing and stuff behind the scenes that would smoke us. But
from how
public competitors thus far,
from how I see it, those are staff members and they're not players. That's how I see it. But anyway,
fair enough.
Anyway, I think we could at least say we're at the least qualified to know if a card is good or bad, though, right?
Right.
Like, hopefully. If a card says destroy itself for no effect, I feel like we both would agree that's a bad card. I feel like we could agree on that. Yeah.
I feel like that would not be a very good card to play. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we know the bare minimum, and that's good enough for us.
That's good enough for us. Now, we sometimes get the staff talking about us in private, like, what are these guys thinking? But it is what it is.
I feel like when it comes to card games, there's a lot of different ways to evaluate cards, and I highly doubt we'll agree on every evaluation in this video as it is. Each of us are going to be giving the cards a scale from half a star to 5 stars. So if a card is really bad, it gets half a star. If it's really good, it gets 5 stars. So I highly doubt we're gonna agree on everything. But
probably not.
I think there's a lot of common ground we'll agree on all this.
I think there's some common ground. I would say, and I think you will agree with this as well, that I am more inclined to give a higher cost card a better rating than you probably are.
I think there's a lot of higher cost cards in the set that have merit. So I won't disagree with you, but I am more likely to say if a card is 2 or 3 cost, it's gonna have to do something insanely good to be as
fair enough. I'll buy that.
All right. So that being said, though, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this review because we got 22 cards and a new reveal because the devs just love handing us reveals. So we're not only going to be showing that brand new unrevealed card, but we're also going to be reviewing it too.
Love it.
Yep. Love it. So we're going to start off with the familiars, starting off with the good old boy Snydro, a card both of us got to reveal. It is an insanely awesome card. For those of you who don't know, Sammy, would you like to read it off?
Sure thing. So this is a 4-power card, Wild, Aquatic, Elusive for Might. And we've got ongoing, when Snydro moves or swaps with a friendly creature, you may KO an ally in their field with equal or less power.
I'm giving this 5 stars. This is such an insanely good control tool. Movement is so easy to perform. Even swapping creatures is becoming easier and easier. And if you combine it with something like Tornado, you're playing Might. You're playing mono Might, and Tornado can just do stuff.
I'm gonna ding it very, very slightly. Just for the 4 power and might just bothers me a little bit, but I'm still gonna call it a 4.5.
I could definitely agree with that. Actually. I'm still going to stick to 5 because I feel like the board control it provides is extremely useful, but I can definitely see why you just said 4.5.
Yep.
All right, next up is going to be Torrentula. And I'm gonna read this one off because
Sure thing.
Sammy read out the last one. So it has 4 power, wild, aquatic, elusive, and then it has a debut of you may move an opposing ally to this field. Then it has an ongoing when you KO an opposing creature in this field, gain 1 VP.
I adore Eight-Legged Kitty.
I, I I'm it's such a it's a really good special. I think it's honestly yeah, it's special. I don't know why I questioned myself on that one. It's a really good special. I gotta say, like it's very good. It might be one of the best ones that we've gotten so far. Which, I mean, considering Glace of Fly exists, I mean, I'm putting it up there with Glace of
Right.
Fly. Like, it's comparable at the very least.
This is also, I said in the question of the day this week, this is probably the card that I'm most wanting to see the alt art / alphas of.
Dude, I genuinely think this card could be terrifying if, like, depending on how they do the
100%.
art style they go with. I'm gonna give this card a 4.5 star.
And I'm gonna flip the script. I'm going 5 on this one.
I feel like it does everything so good, but like it requires so many other cards to be as viable.
I think that's fair, but I also forgive that a little bit more in special than I do in might.
You know, actually, that's valid because you can also use Ash Sheep with this card, special Ash Sheep, which KOs something whenever it hits 0 power. And there is quite a bit of cards that could. You know what? You got me. I'm coming back around. This is a 5 star. 5 star. I'm with you.
All right.
I'm with you.
I like it.
5 star. I mean, like, just Ash Sheep alone is enough to make this card, a lot better. Just Ash Sheep. I love Ash Sheep. I think I got to reveal Ash Sheep. Wild.
That's awesome.
Anyways, next up we have Badu.
Badu, our friendly badger. That's a 3 power for tactics. The debut is shuffle a 1 or more cost item from your discard into your deck to draw a card. Then an ongoing of when you deploy, move, or play another friendly creature to this field, you may move them to an adjacent field. I'm not a tactics fanboy, but this dude's pretty awesome.
I legit, honestly, same. The only thing I don't like is he has low power, but I feel like the ability to recur items and then also draw a card off the recursion is insanely good. But we were just showcasing Snydro, and this combined with Snydro gives you a combination of probably 2 of the strongest styles in the game, and gives you a low power bonus so that you're able to ensure the fact that you're getting to choose the fields in play. I feel like this combined with something like Inlet, very good. Very good.
This again with Snydro, I think I'm gonna. This one's hard for me again because part of me is wanting to drag it down just because I'm not a tactics fan. Well, I say not a tactics fan. It's just not the one that speaks to me the most. But man, thinking about it with Snydro, like you put these together, and I feel like they're a 6 out of 5.
I mean, imagine being able to recycle your Sylph Amulet after you revive something.
Shoot, yeah. Again, the low power is a little bit. I mean, this one's another clear. It's definitely good. I go 4.5 here again.
I gotta agree. 4.5. I gotta agree. I think
that said, with Snydro, I think it jumps.
With Snydro, I give it a 6. Just the ability to KO your opposing creatures, like regardless. With Snydro, I give it a 6.
And I guarantee there are going to be other combinations that aren't as immediately obvious that end up being the same way with it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Glace of Fly, I guess it's not. No, Glace of Fly wouldn't work as well because you have to deploy before the judge's card is revealed. But
right.
I definitely think that there are potentials.
For sure.
So, I would love to see how this and Skyson interact. If you deploy Skyson to Badu, and then Skyson triggers, Could you stack the Badoo trigger to where it relocates Skyson, and then you can use Skyson to move another creature in the field that it is now in, or would it still move Badoo, or how would that work? It's something I'd be
That'll be an
interested in.
FAQ answer that needs to be
They
needs
sent
to be brought up.
they sent us a couple of them, but I don't think that they answered that one.
I don't think so either.
Badoo says friendly on it. Not sure this needs clarifying, but you cannot move. Yeah, no. They did not. That's the only ruling they sent for Badoo.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So next up we have Magiby. It is
Okay.
It is a 5.
Before we even get into the stats, the stuff about the card, I talked about how I have an irrational fear of bees. Like I acknowledge they're just a thing, but Magiby has done nothing to help this desire I have to just pet a freaking bumblebee.
I mean, it's so cute.
I want to pet a bumblebee. That's all I'm saying. I apologize for interrupting. Continue.
You're good. You're good. So Magiby is a familiar that is wild. That has 5 power, wild, and magic. And magic is a keyword, is a subtype that matters a lot now. Like there's a lot of magic synergies introduced inside this game, so or inside this series. So I think that we do need to point out when something is magic very specifically, because it is actually relevant. And then debut, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is magic, like I said, a lot of synergies here. Gain 1 VP. If not, discard a card from your hand and put the revealed card into your hand. Then it has an ongoing. When a friendly KO effect is triggered, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. That's free VP. That's just free VP. That's all there is.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think these 4 familiars do a lot of work in showing that all 4 of them are doing something very different, but are obviously all very good. I know that's one thing that the Wildhearts team has emphasized quite a bit, is that, yeah, they have different power, so obviously their direct control on a field is going to be different, but because they all do very different things, they're all more or less supposed to be the same value, as it were. And I think that our ratings on all of these flesh that out too.
Oh yeah, because to be clear, this is a 5. This is undeniably a 5.
Like, I agree.
Free
so the fact that
card filtering in Ferocity, which also has access to other cards that care about when you discard, like it's a 5.
Yeah,
it's just a 5.
All 4 of these familiars are 4.5 or 5. I think that goes to show that ultimately the value on them is intended to be the same, just in different ways.
Yeah, I agree. I was really skeptical about like going into this, like how many cards would be rated highly, but like I feel like the set is overall pretty well designed. Now there is like one or two cards where I know we're just going to vary differently. But I feel like when it comes to the familiars, all around fine. Like they're just all around good cards.
They're all great.
Yeah,
all 4 of them are awesome.
I think I gave 3 of them a 5-star rating, and you gave 2 of them a 4.5, and the other 2 got a 5-star. Like, I mean, I think that like really goes to show just how good this series is going to be.
And again, I think as much as anything, part of that is just the way I want to play more than the actual goodness over all of them.
Yeah.
That gives a slight ding to some of them, but yeah, no, for real, they're all excellent.
I agree. But now we're going to be doing the different styles. So now we're in Might.
Might.
And to start off with Might, we have Lead the Way.
All right, this one is a tamer card, a skill, 1 cost for give a friendly familiar +3, and you may trigger their debut effect.
How'd this get past testing? This is insane. It's insane.
It's really pretty good. Some some familiars will obviously benefit from it significantly more than others.
I mean, Glaciofly will get +3 power and also reset something in the board, and then you'll have something like Chrism, which you can reset its block and also gain +3 power.
But I also don't feel like it's one of those that, while I agree that, can reset the block and get it power, I feel like Chrism is one of the ones that, while it clearly benefits from it because anything does, it's a little bit less of a,
Yeah, it's a little bit less feels good. Now
like, it's
Ferritude.
not bad.
Now on
Yeah,
Ferritude, that you get +3 power and then also get to seek X amount in a set where magic has become so much more
it's
relevant.
huge.
It's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. Yeah. No, I gotta give this card a 5 stars. I hands down 5 stars.
I'm I'm gonna go 4 on it, just to be slightly contrary. But to be fair, that's still a very good card.
Yeah, I feel like it does lose rating. Like it would lose points based off the familiar you're playing. Like you pointed out.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, like
Well, because Kendorf doesn't really want it.
Snydro doesn't really want it. I mean,
Yeah, because he doesn't
Je-
have a
Jellycane could really use it. Jellycane definitely likes it. Infernander, it's kind of indifferent to it because it can only gain so much power before it, caps out.
right.
Um,
Skyson, meh.
Maybe. Eh. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not terrible, but it's also just kind of
Badoo could definitely use it. Torrentula could definitely use
Badoo's
it.
probably a fan.
With
yeah.
Magiby, it's kind of insane because you can just gain 2 VP off of one.
Because if you already know what the answer is going to be.
Yeah, if you hit a magic, you can
just save it for later. If you
that's
a good call.
That's 2 VP for 1 cost. Well, 1 VP technically for playing your familiar, and then +1, and then also 3 power to a 5 power already. Like
that's gonna be fun to fiddle with and see exactly who really likes it and who it's just that's neat.
So I'm giving it a 5 because I feel like the ceiling is so much higher than the floor is low.
That's fair. I'm gonna stick with my 4, but that is still a distinctly above average to me card.
Because even if you put it on Snydro, that still makes it to where Snydro can kill almost anything whenever it moves.
Yeah, Snydro's a monster at that point.
Yeah.
You'll lose the debut effect, half of it, but still pretty darn good.
Yeah. Next up, we have Seelan, and I believe it is my turn to read, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so Seelan is a 2-cost, 5 power, which is very high for a 2-coster. Okay, it's like above average, but still. Tame, Magic, Aquatic, and it has Guardian, which normally you don't like Guardian. We'll get into that review part. Debut, put up to 2 non-item Magic cards from your discard pile into your hand.
I'm sorry, what?
Non-Magic item cards from your discard pile. Non-item Magic cards from your discard into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Ongoing, when you play a Magic card, you may move a creature in this field.
And again, I say, what?
That's I get to grab 2 Magic creatures that have been KO'd, discarded. You combine this with the Roost. You can filter through your deck a bit while also getting creatures in your discard pile or Magic cards in your discard pile to more easily get Sealant. It can get you back. It can get you back special attack tokens in the form of Moonlight Aura. I mean, it's very good card. There's a reason this card is legendary. There's a reason this card is a legendary rare.
I feel like Snydro really likes the ongoing.
The only thing about this card I don't like is it's 2-cost, and it's a Guardian. If it was 2-cost and not a Guardian, I wouldn't mind it as much because it essentially says you can kill this if there's another Guardian here.
Yeah.
But combine this with like something like Vesperoon, and you can loop Moonlight Auras. Oh no, you can't do Moonlight Auras because it's not. No. Don't ignore what I just said. Cut that. Hey,
I don't listen to you anyway. It's fine.
Hey, me, cut that. But this card is really good. This card's really good.
I like, especially looking at that ongoing, and looking at it with Snydro both being might. Yeah. Here's another thing. Well, that another thing that we'll get to why this is important later on too, but also the aquatic tag on this and Snydro is also fairly important.
Oh, that is true. That is
Um,
true. Aquatic does get some synergies now.
and like I say, we'll kind of get into that later, but that is another important.
I do think that this is going to be an interesting card, especially whenever combined with Allusion. Because
Yeah.
you'll have two separate sealant triggers. So you can move a card, let's say, into Oliver's Inlet, and then immediately move it back with the other sealant trigger.
Ha,
And then
that's cute.
let's say you're playing Snydro. You can KO two creatures off of one card. Just saying.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
I like it.
It's I feel like it's good. I feel like with the ability to ignore the unique with the ability to ignore the unique rule, I feel like it does a lot more.
This one's a 4.5 for me.
I gotta give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Uh,
If it didn't have
I respect that.
if it didn't have Guardian, I would give it a 4. I'd probably give it a 4.5 or a 5.
I'm torn on the Guardian because I do like Guardian cards. I just don't know if I like it on this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those cards where you want to have it set behind a Guardian so that it can continue to use its
Yeah.
abilities. But, like, whenever your opponent's allowed to select it as a target when there is another Guardian on the board, it's like,
Yeah.
it does not feel good. Does not feel good at all.
I buy that.
All right, next up, we got Slam Attack.
Now this one was one of our the first 48-hour reveal cards from the Series 0 campaign. So people have seen and even seen in use Slam Attack a little bit more. But it is a 2-cost Tamer skill. You choose a friendly familiar. You KO each 1 or less cost ally in their field, and their KO effects do not trigger. Alternately, this is a support card, and the support ability is give an opposing ally -1 power in a field with one of your familiars.
I
I mean, against a swarm in particular, it's just amazing.
I feel like it's good in the side deck, not in the main deck.
I could buy that. I would say the support maybe notches that up just a little bit.
See, the issue with the support, right, is there's a lot of KO effects as it is without having to give minus power. So
That's fair.
I feel like the minus power becomes a tad bit redundant. I mean, granted, there's a lot of cards with KO effects where you just don't want to KO them. So I mean, it does have
Sure.
viability there, but I feel like the viability of the card kind of hinges on what others are playing, and in a game like Wildhearts where everybody is like, like spontaneous with it, essentially, where it's like you can't really go like, oh, this is the meta, this is what people are playing. You just have to kind of like go like, okay, some people are playing X, some people are playing Y. I gotta adapt for it. I feel like having this in the side deck instead of the main deck is just a lot more useful.
I buy that. I buy that. What's your number for it?
2.5.
2.5.
It,
I was gonna go. I was gonna go 3.5, but
it's an average card. It's an average card, but its strength comes from being a utility card, not so much a card.
oh, if you realize you're going up against a swarm where you're going to be up against a ton of 1-cost allies, it's huge.
Yeah, I mean, like playing this in, let's say somebody's playing Trossum, and they've just continuously like created mirror image tokens, and they've filled up their slots, and they've been like, okay, well, I'm good now. You can
Yeah.
go, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, I gotta say,
No, I think that's fair.
I just feel like if it's the viability kind of hinges on what other people are doing, and on the support effect, I feel like it's better to increase your own power versus decreasing your opponent's.
Fair enough. I'll buy that.
So, I'm gonna say 2.5.
All right.
I think that's like our first time we've disagreed by 1 point.
Yeah, that's our biggest. Well, lead the way. I called a 4. You called a 5.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
guess
That's fair. But you also said you're doing that to be contrarian, so
that is true.
so.
That is true.
All right.
I'll allow it.
Next up, we got Terraclaw.
Hopping into special now.
Yes, sir. It is a 2 cost with 5 power, and it is tame and aquatic. And it is a guardian that also has debut Seek 3. And for those of you who don't know, Seek is where you look at the top X amount of cards. In this case, it'd be 3. Pick one of them to put your hand, and the others go to the bottom in order of your choice. And then, not only that, but it has a KO of add a special attack token as a resource.
Terraclaw is my jam.
I
love this card.
I feel like this is going to be one we heavily disagree on.
The fact that you have even said that means almost definitely. Like, this is a... I won't go as far as to use the S word, but this is a card that immediately, like, when I saw it, I'm like, I want to play this card. This is the kind of card that I do want to have Guardian on. Because its main power is its debut, and then its KO, getting the special attack token as a resource. Basically just creating a resource whole cloth. And then the Seek 3 on debut. It just becomes a 5 power sponge for your opponent to tack onto and protect your other stuff. For me, looking at it completely as a whole, this is the first main deck card that I give a 5.
Like I said, I know we were gonna do this, have completely different ideas. I'm gonna give it a 2.
All right.
My huge issue with this card, right, is it gets worse the longer the game goes. If you play this round 1, it's an insanely good card. 100%. Sure. If you can guarantee you can play this round 1 every single game, staple, including every deck, automatic 5-star. Now you play it round 2, it doesn't feel as good. The Seek still feels good, but you don't have the protection, and you can only play one other card, most likely, in that round. Play it in round 3. If that special attack token, if you get that special attack token, which you probably won't at the round 3 stage, like, will it make as much of a difference? Because you're able to tap it, but now it's only giving -2 power. Actually, no, it goes face down. You don't even get that. It's just a resource.
It's just a resource.
Yeah. So it's just it's like, if they're dumb enough to KO it, then it's like it doesn't make a difference. And then let's say you play this in round 4. If it gets KO'd, that special attack token is never coming up. And even if it does, there's better ways to ramp for less. Sure, it lets you Seek 3 once. It combined with something else like Vesper, which allows you to trigger its debut ability again, you'll get some kind of card advantage. But there's easier ways to do that for less than paying 2.
I love my dude. I'm sticking with it, man.
I'm not gonna fault you for it. I'm not gonna fault you for it. Just me personally, whenever I'm deck building, I would look at Terraclaw and be like, I do not have a slot for this.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's the thing about card games, is like, players are gonna evaluate.
That's why we talk through this thing. Yeah.
Next up, we got one of my favorite cards. We should have done this to where it's like, we would have done these separately, like in different orders, but it's fine.
I do like this one.
You are up, my friend.
Yep. So we've got Spirit Shackle, which is a tamer magic spirit. So we've got a 2-cost. Choose an opposing ally. Until the end of the round, their power is not counted when scoring. They cannot be moved, returned to hand, KO'd, or swapped. If you win their field, gain 2 victory points.
It just says your creature is no.
Your creature is no. And if I beat you where this creature is, I get more points.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
5. 5.
I agree completely
It could be
on this one.
and it can be recycled with sealant because it's not an item card. 5.
Because it's not an item.
5. Just 5.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. This one, I mean, I just see, like, you can, if they end up doing something where they, pile up on a field, just lock it down, get somebody mobile, and just be like, nope, it stays here. Yeah, that's just a really, really good card. I'm excited to use that.
Yeah, same. I'm excited, and it's a common too, which is like insane. I love that. I love that they put these cards that are
Oh,
just
yeah.
very good cards, like as commons.
Really good cards that are really easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, I love it. And then next up, we have Puff Spree.
Yeah.
Didn't we reveal this? I feel like we revealed
Yes, we
this,
did.
right? Yeah. Okay. Puff Spree is a 3-cost with 4 power that is wild and brave, and it has a debut of move any other friendly creature in this creature's move any other friendly creatures in this field. So not just one, not just 2. If you have 3 other creatures in here, you can move them all. Here, I'm going to trigger Inlet. I'm going to do yes. Yes. I'm going to trigger Snydro. I'm just going to move
Snydro.
Ongoing. And then its ongoing is at the start of the round, search your deck for any card with a support effect and add it as a resource. Then shuffle your deck.
I really like this card.
5.
So I'm going to go, and this is going to be funny just because of what I said about Terraclaw versus what you said about Terraclaw. I'm going to... I guess it kind of depends on exactly how hard you're ramping. This card is much better earlier, which as a 3-cost is a little scary.
I mean, you play this with special tactics. Open it with a lucky hat.
True enough. I go 4 here, but again, a 4 is very good.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go 4 too. I'm gonna go 4 as well because there is the I can't really give the whole Terraclaw reason as to why I docked points. I believe this debut effect is stronger than Terraclaw's, so I'm definitely gonna keep it at a higher rating than Terraclaw.
Sure.
And I believe that the low end for this card is so much better outside, unless you're in round 4, because even in round 3, you can get get strength training, you can get take flight, you can get any numerous amount of debut.
It's got enormous potential.
Yeah, and it doesn't bring them in committed, so you can have that extra resource.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 too.
A very good card.
Very good card. I'm not gonna use the S word, but
no, I would agree. It's definitely not, but it is a very good card.
I would be surprised if I didn't have at least 1 copy in my decks, preferably 2.
Yeah. All right. Another card is coming up that we will 100% be disagreeing on.
Oh yeah, agreed. 100% agree. We will not agree on this. We will not see eye to eye.
We have Special Power, which is a Tamer skill. It is a 3-cost. Reveal the top 7 cards of your deck. Return all special attack tokens you revealed to your token pool, and gain 1 victory point for every 2 you return, rounding up. Add 1 revealed card, and this as an exhausted resource. Play a 2 or less cost card from your resource row. So you love this card.
I'm gonna just say 2. I'm just gonna say 2.
I'm just gonna say 2.
I'm not gonna humor a discussion about this card. I would give it a 1 if not for the fact that it ramps you 2. I guess it only ramps you 1. It ramps you 1 and lets you play a card from your resource zone. So let's say you had to panic a resource something because you didn't have a support.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say two.
Okay, here's why I disagree.
I swear to
Top
God,
7 cards of your deck.
you slander special attack tokens, and I swear to God.
I'm not going to slander them.
Okay,
I
good.
don't feel the same way about them that you do.
Oh my God.
But if I have the opportunity to turn a token card into victory points, I'm taking it.
You have to turn two token cards into
But
victory
rounding
points.
up, so if you hit 1, you're getting a victory point. If you get 3, you're getting a victory point. I I feel this, especially if you know you've loaded up on special attack tokens. This is another way
Okay,
to make those special attack tokens really worth it.
but let's say you hit two.
Yeah, it's annoying, but
Let's say you hit.
I still think
Let's say you hit four.
I'm good with that.
You would trade -4 power.
Yes, honestly,
I guess it would
the
also
power.
it would also depend on when you're playing it too.
Well, and again, it being a 3 coster, I feel like this is more likely to come later. It is more likely to be I know I've built up special attack tokens. I know I'm likely to hit a bunch of them. I need to get a boost on victory points.
You know what? You've got me to change my mind. 2.5.
2.5, I'll take it. It'll go nicely with my 5.
I feel like the special attack tokens provide so much more in the late game. Its second effect is not as good. Its first effect could be very good depending on like how you've actually been able to manage like with the special attacks.
Yeah.
But its second effect becomes a lot more useless in the late game. And
Well, and
its third effect is
go ahead.
almost always useful. But like, if it mattered so much for you to play that card, why didn't you just play it? You know?
Well, things change. I mean, that's a place where I bring up the old adage, no plan survives contact. Like, you could have thrown away a card. Maybe it was the second of something that you already got out and you've run out of ways to get the recursion out there.
Okay, that's
And
valid.
this lets you play that really important card again.
I still gotta go 2.5. I still gotta go 2.
I'm good with that. That playing a card could be huge. There are a bunch of times where I've resourced something because I just knew I had to, and then wished I could get it back.
I put too much on the evaluation on the round one on round one, and this is almost
Sure.
impossible to use on round one.
That's fair. That's fair. Your other favorite card?
Next up, we got Fugel, and it is a 1-cost, 1-power ally that is wild, and it has a debut effect of Fugel gains +1 power for each ally with a different cost in this field. Then it has a KO ability of you may unexhaust a non-support resource. This card's it's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic card.
1 cost, 1 power. I don't have a problem with this card.
I mean, it also counts itself when it enters, so it's a 2 power.
That's true. Good point. Fair.
It's
fair
always,
call out.
It's always at minimum a 2 power.
Fair call out.
If you combine it with Trossum and you put it in a zone with the mirror image token, you get a slightly above average power for a 1-coster of 3.
And then the KO doesn't stink.
I mean,
it's not amazing, but it's not bad.
I mean, your opponent's just gonna like wait until after you've passed to KO it. They're not. Just
you
gonna,
could just
just
play another.
Why would they KO it? Well, why? What is the point KOing it? It's 2 power.
That's true.
I feel like this card is very good in later stages.
Yeah. Yeah. This is another one. This is going to be my lowest one thus far.
I feel like this card is very circumstantial. Extremely circumstantial.
Like I give this one a 2.5.
I'm gonna give it a. I'm not gonna give it a 1 because I love its art. I'm not gonna give it a 1.5 because it's basically giving it a 1. I'm gonna give it a 2.
All right.
I love the art. I just hate what it does. I think as it gets easier to play higher cost cards, I will enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But with the way it currently stands, playing it, I feel like I'm only ever gonna have it debut as a 1 cost for 3.
Sure.
And I feel like there's better creatures that I'd rather be deploying at that point.
I respect that.
Next up,
I like this guy.
oh yeah,
Breezolf.
yeah.
Breezolf. Yeah. He's a 2. Oh, we also with the jelly, I forgot to say we had switched into tactics. This is a 2 cost 4 power. He's a tame ice wolf with Guardian and a debut of you may return a friendly familiar to your bench. Then deploy a friendly familiar.
It's it's broken.
I like this card a
No,
lot.
note. We do have to make a quick disclaimer. You cannot target Vesperoon with Breeze Wolf because it does create an infinite loop, and
Yeah.
you cannot do that. That is not allowed.
Yeah.
Just
None of that now.
Yeah. I can't remember how they changed it to make it to where you couldn't. I don't remember what the change was. But
I don't remember the exact phrasing
they
of that
did,
either, yeah, but
they did come out and say that you couldn't. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, okay, they said it, but I can't find it in the messages in the ruling questions he sent us. Dang.
But he's just good. He's really good.
He's very good. He's very good.
I mean, think about stuff with debut effects. I mean, I feel like again, this is another one where Badu probably enjoys this a bit. Majabi could enjoy this. Torrentula could enjoy it. Like there are just a lot of the debuts that could be a lot of fun to bring back up and punch out there again. That this is just a very good ally.
I'm looking for where they said that we couldn't Vesperoon Resolve, and I can't find it. Resolve, and I can't find it.
I can confirm that I remember seeing that as well.
I distinctly remember them saying we couldn't do it. That's all that matters.
Yes, agreed.
Because it does create an infinite loop, and they know about it. I cannot remember how they said they were correcting the matter, though.
Yeah.
So what's your rating?
I mean, I'm waffling between 4.5 and 5.
It's 5. It's a 5 for me. I mean, like the huge thing to remember is by sending it back to your bench, it loses all minus power counters.
You know what? That was the reminder I needed to push it to 5.
Yeah, this card is so good, which is really weird because I'm giving high cost cards like good evaluation right now because as we all know, if a card costs more than 0, it's high cost. And this is a 2 cost, which is 2 more than 0, so it is a very high cost.
That is very high cost.
Very high cost, and it's such an insanely good card. I cannot imagine myself playing a Tactics deck where I did not play this, considering Tactics has so many viable debut effects.
Yeah, and that was the thing. I was over focusing on the debut and forgetting the whole. Oh yeah, if it goes back to your bench, it loses minuses.
Yeah, it's just really good.
That's beautiful.
I believe this also. No, I wouldn't get around Spirit Shackles because it can't target a familiar. But this card is very good, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, common. Just saying.
Common.
They balance the best cards and they get them in a good rarity. So hey,
they do.
You'll love to see it. Next up, we got Sonic Boom, and this card, woo, baby, it's explosive. It is a 2-cost Tamer, a skill card. It has speed Ignoring block. Shuffle an opposing ally into their owner's deck. If they were at least 2 or less cost, you may unexhaust 1 resource.
I mean,
Hydrophon.
now
Hydrophon. Get
it
out.
does. It doesn't ignore Guardian, but it does ignore block, which is still pretty dang good.
Yeah, but most good Guardians are two. Actually, I think every good Guardian, with the exception of Croc, and I'd question if to call Croc good, is 2 cost or less. So it costs you 1 resource to remove a Guardian from the board, and you'll probably not see it again for a while.
It's a pretty dang good card. This is solid.
Even if they give the Guardian block, it just doesn't matter. This is staple.
He said the S word.
Staple. Hands down staple. Hands down staple. I mean, it's a 1 cost removal for some of the best cards in the game. Hydrophon, Shadoon. You have any Guardian whatsoever. Terrachik gets hit by this. Tortu gets hit by this. I mean,
I'm intrigued by speed on it. I don't know if I like that or not.
I mean, it unexhausts a resource, so you can always have it play afterwards.
That's true. I mean, this one I land on a 4.5. It's very, very good.
I gotta say 5. I gotta say staple.
I respect that.
I'm gonna go past 5, and I'm gonna say staple.
Fair enough.
And again, common. Again, it is a
common. Oh. Next up, one of our favorites. We both love this one. Surging Charm. That is a 3-cost Tamer magic item. Return each of your familiars to your bench. Deploy each of your familiars. Leave this card in play. Ongoing. During the scoring phase, your creature with the highest power in each field has +2 power.
5.
I mean, 5.
You're telling me I get the debut effects of both of my creatures, of both my familiars again, and I also get to remove any minus counters, and my highest power creatures also get +2 power, and it stays on the board. It doesn't go away. It's just there. It's permanently there.
I like it.
Yeah, 5.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't recall seeing item removal at this point.
There is no item removal that we've seen to this point, no.
Yeah.
And you know what the best part about this card is? You don't know what the best part about this card is?
That we got to reveal it?
Common.
Oh, yeah, common. My bad.
And it's also in tactics. So Lucky Hat, turn 1.
That's true.
If you're playing it with Trossum, you have
getting it out early is pretty nice.
If you're playing it with Trossum, you have 3 creatures on board.
One, we did get a rule clarification for this card, though. So this is one of the cards, Primal Furies, another one that we will be talking about later. But similar cards that remain on the board like this, they're limited to 1 left in play. So you could play another one, get the play effect of it, but only one of them would be able to remain in play once all that sorted out.
Oh no, I only get to be able to play this card and then return my guys and don't get the second ability?
Whoopsie.
Oh no, but at least I got to reactivate both of my debut abilities again.
Oh yeah, there is that. That's pretty nice.
I mean, I think I'd pay 3 costs just for that.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Triggering Jellicane, and triggering Magibee. No. Does that work? No, Jellicane's not. Triggering Ferrotoon and triggering... No, not Ferrotoon. Oh my god, I can't words. Allusion. Triggering Allusion and Magibee. That'd be so good.
Yeah.
Or triggering Vesperoon to target Breezewolf. I mean, that would be so good.
That's silly.
No. Like okay. So you
Oh,
go
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
you go charm, return Vesperoon. Vesperoon comes back to the board with the other familiar. Target Breeze off, and you can trigger your debut ability 3 times in 1 round on your other creature on your other familiar.
That's silly.
Now imagine doing that to Magivy and revealing 3 magics in 1 round. 3 VP for free.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. If you could target
I
Breeze
mean,
off, I can't again we can't I can't remember how they worded
and
Breeze
again,
off.
that's another one where with Magivy, if you've already revealed the one, like if nothing else has happened and you just know that card's there,
Yeah, if you
you
just
just
know
keep
it,
on revealing the same magic card.
yeah, it's very good. Just a very good synergy, like right there. That's all there is to say about it, really.
Yep, I like it.
Next up, we have Natloth, and it is a 1 cost with 2 power, with a debut ability of discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Then KO, gain 1 special attack token. Then it has a support ability of give an opposing ally -1 power.
So we've kind of already talked about how, I guess, how you feel about the support ability.
No, I think this support ability is a lot more viable. Uh, so if we go back to Slam Attack, right? Slam Attack requires you to choose an ally that's in the same field as a familiar.
That's true. That's true. And this is just any.
On top of that, this is also a 1 cost that doesn't have a detrimental effect because in Ferocity, discarding your hand and drawing 3 cards could end up being a positive most times. Say you only have
Well,
one.
and
If you have no cards in hand, you play this card. No card but this card in your hand. You play this card. Discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Discard nothing, draw 3.
there's also a realm where very, very late game, this activates Skyson for you and gets you that last little boost you need on something.
Yeah, yeah. I think this card is. I think this card, at the very least, in its supportability, has a lot more viability.
And
'Cause-
it is a relatively cheap card at 1 cost.
yeah, because it can effectively at certain points of the game say, pay 1, get a 2 power body, draw 3 cards.
And A, it's adorable, but B, Eldritch is part of the description, which just gives me so many terrifying questions.
And then KO. Hit this with the Ferocity Potion from your support line.
Yeah.
Gain 2 power, and then also gain a special attack token, which is also card draw in itself. I feel like this card has a lot more niche cases than Slam Attack, so I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3.
I was gonna go 3-5, so
Hey,
we're in pretty much the same ballpark there.
yeah, that's surprising. I personally don't like Ferocity. I feel like I hate discarding my own cards and destroying my own creatures. I always feel like I go negative when I do that. So I personally do not like Ferocity. So it's really weird that I'm giving a card like a 3 high. And that is our first Ferocity card, by the way. I forgot that.
That's growth, JJ. That's growth.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of these cards are a lot better than some might expect them to be.
Yeah.
Next up,
Lunath. All right. So this right here is a tame magic ally. Cost 2, 4 power. We are a guardian. A debut effect of discard a card from your hand to reset a creature in this field, then draw a card. This card is gorgeous. Just in the regular, just the regular art version.
oh yeah, I agree.
This dang moth is beautiful.
The art is very, very good. I agree.
The card itself.
I want you to say it.
There's a use case here.
I knock Ferocity too much. I want you to say it.
But I don't love it.
It's it I see what it's trying to do. It's trying to let you loot, but loot for 2 is just a high cost loot.
And there's a use case here. Like, there is a world where your opponent has an open creature, especially a familiar. Call it a Glaciafly that has gotten too big. Call it a Kindolf that has gotten too big. Something like that that desperately needs to be pinged down. Like, at that point, getting a body on the board with Guardian is probably worth the 2 cost and the discard to draw. But that's basically the only time I'm playing this.
Yeah, I basically the only time you're playing this is if you can see the future.
Yeah,
Because putting it in your deck, it's like, I mean, if you can only think of like a couple scenario, I'm giving this card a 1. I'm giving this card a 1. I would give it a 1. No, I'm giving it a 0.5. I'm giving it a 0.5.
oof.
I'd give it a 0, but the art is really sick.
That the art is sick. I'm not gonna go that low. I'm gonna go 2. Now my lowest rated card, and I am willing, absolutely, and I'll say this for all of the cards. Not that I've rated very many low, but this is my lowest rated card. I am open to being proven wrong on this one.
Yeah, same. I mean, if you can make me regret giving this card such a low rating,
Yeah,
and you can prove to me that this card itself, you'll have to play through hand revealed the entire game so that I could actually see that your discard actually mattered. But I mean, a word on it is what makes me hate this card.
Guardian.
Guardian. That one word right there is what makes me just hate this card.
Honestly, it's the other way around for me. That's the one saving grace of the card.
No. I mean, if your opponent has a Guardian, its debut effect is dead outside of the loot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
This word is the reason as to why this card is bad.
I hear you.
Like, if it said ignoring Guardian, reset a creature in this field,
Yeah.
I would give it a much higher rating. But because it doesn't say ignore Guardian
Or block.
I mean, no.
Yeah.
For me, that's a no. All right.
I hear you.
Yep. Next up, we got Magical Melody, and I think we're going to agree on this one. I feel like we're going to agree on this one.
All right.
Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose 3 different... it is a 2-cost skill and magic, so you can recycle it with Sealan. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose 3 different effects in any order. Play a discarded 1 or less cost ally card and give it +2 power. Trigger a discarded KO effect. Play a discarded 1 or less cost tamer card, or add 1 discarded card as an exhausted resource.
I really like this card.
At worst, if you built your deck correctly, you will always at least resolve 2 of these effects. You can always add a card discarded as an exhausted resource, and you should almost always be able to play a 1 or less cost ally, or play a discarded 1 or less cost tamer card. If you built your deck correctly, you should always be resolving at least 2 of these effects.
Yeah.
I'm giving this card a 5.
I'm gonna go 4.5 just because it does rest so much on making sure you built correctly.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind
with a dash of luck.
You also got to keep in mind it's a magic card, and a lot of like the magic synergies that are going on in the set. This is recyclable with Sealan. Like this card has more uses than just like.
It is a good card. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because it can whiff. It can't just whiff. You can see those moments where you get like magical melody and then double judges decree off of a magical melody. Those moments can't exist. But
really and truly though, I mean it's very solid.
It's a very solid card. Very solid card. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Fair enough. I'm sticking with my 4.5, but I respect it.
Next up for our our final non-field card.
Primal Fury. So we called forward to this with the Surging Charm, with the rules clarification for it. It is a 3-cost Magic Tamer card. Each of your familiars gains +2 power for each KO effect in your discard. Leave this card in play. When a KO effect is triggered, you may trigger a friendly familiar's debut. I like the opening of this one.
You play this turn 1, you win the game.
I mean, except you won't have that many KOs in your discard.
Oh no, I like it for its second effect.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Combined with this magic with Magibee.
That's true.
I mean,
that's a fair point.
I mean, you not only mill on a KO effect. On top of that, just for just to say it, when a KO effect is triggered, not your own, does not have to be your trigger.
A good call out too that I missed. Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, I'm gonna rewind slightly with an apology. One thing to call out on Magical Melody is you can target the same card more than once. So if you can first gain a KO effect and then add it as a resource, for example, that makes it a little bit better, I think.
I agree. That makes it a little better. I don't think it fixes the issue of like its low ends are extremely low though. So I'm going to stick with my 4.0.
Anyway, Primal Fury. This is another. I feel like this is another card where just because it's ferocity, I'm trying to ding it in my head. I want to give it a 4.5, so I think I have to give it a 5.
I feel like since it's ferocity, I should want to ding it, but I have to get a 5. It's just so good. Like, I'm ignoring its first effect entirely because like I honestly, if half the cards in the decks I play, I couldn't tell you if they have a KO effect. So I'm ignoring the first effect entirely, but that ongoing
is pretty good.
Yeah,
especially again to your point that it's any KO effect.
Yeah, and it's in ferocity, so like simply a fury potion. That's all you need to trigger KO effects is just simply a fury potion.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, in a set, being introduced in the same set as Magibee,
it plays nicely with Magical Melody too.
I mean, okay, so you know how I was just talking about like the Surging Charm Breezolf combination?
Yeah.
So Surging Charm is also a magic card. Breezolf is not. But let's say you go Primal Fury and Surging Charm. I believe. So I'm looking at this ruling. It says cards like Primal Fury, Surging Charm are limited to have a single one left in play. If a player would play another, they would play it and discard the first one. I don't know if that means that you can have a Surging Charm and a Primal Fury in play, or if you can only have one or the other in play.
I feel... I mean, it strikes me as it would be one of each.
Yeah, that's
but
what
maybe I'm wrong.
That's what I would think too, because the example that he goes to explain is not that it would be good with Surging Charm, but with Primal Fury and others, it could be pretty abusive, is what he says. So it strikes me as you can have both of them in play. So imagine a world where you have Surging Charm in play and Primal Fury in play. Mm-hmm. Or where you have Primal Fury in play and you trigger, and then you play Surging Charm. You free to play Vesperoon, To trigger Breezolf, which allows you to redeploy Magiby. So you have 3
Depending
defenses.
on what that ruling is. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on that ruling. I mean, I feel like there's viability. I mean, like, it's I'm giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we have the fields.
Indeed.
You're up. Or am I up? Am I up?
You're up.
Oh, I'm up. Oh, okay. First, we have Primus Forest, and it is a 3 VP worth field. When a creature moves to this field, give them -2 power.
That's really mean.
I'm very indifferent to this field. I feel like it's one of the easier fields to play around in, especially in a set that's reintroducing a lot of redeploy effects. I'm just kind of like, I'm indifferent.
So I think it's good in that I think it's gonna make me sad. I mean, for a deck that wants to move your opponent's stuff around, this is going to be a pretty clear go-to. To knock your opponents down a bit.
I feel like...
I mean...
No, go ahead.
Like, in the right deck, for the right deck, this is going to be a pretty potent tool.
I'm in the same boat with you. I feel like it's good in the right deck.
Which makes it a 3.5 for me.
I'm giving it a 3.
I'll buy that.
It's not necessarily that there's like anything wrong about it. It's just that when I'm picking my field, I don't want to pick it. I guess if I'm playing a super control heavy deck, very good.
Yeah.
But that's one kind of deck.
Yeah.
And it's still, again, 3 VP.
Yeah.
That's like basically 0 VP.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just discussed over how Magiby can get you that same amount of VP for a 3 drop. Well, I mean, that's...
Right.
Why take up your field
now,
for that?
Now, one that we talked about and certain feelings were had originally, and the more I've seen revealed from this series, we talked about the aquatic creatures and how some of them are some of my favorites, at least at this point. We've got Burberry Springs. It is a 4 VP field. Non-aquatic creatures' debut effects cannot trigger in this field. With the aquatic stuff, I like it a lot.
I feel like the meme answer everybody's expecting me to say is that I hate this card so much. I feel like that's what everybody's expecting me to say, right?
Yep.
But, I mean, in reality, I'm kind of indifferent to this. Your deck has to be built into a very tight niche, and as far as we know, there's currently not many aquatic itself synergies. So, if you're building your deck into aquatics, I kind of question how good it's going to be to begin with. And even then, this only stops debut effects. There's 2 other fields for a reason, and I can move my creatures. So just because I can't debut them to this field doesn't mean I can't still debut them.
True.
I mean, so I'm kind of indifferent.
I'm just looking at it with stuff too, like 3 out of the 4 familiars in this are aquatic.
Yeah, but...
Now, one of them doesn't have a debut.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter because aquatics ignore it, so...
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that, like, oh, I'm going to play here and I'm going to still get my stuff. What are you going to do?
I mean, you don't have
Like,
to. I mean, you don't have to deploy to the same fields though. So that's like,
you don't have to, but I do still like I like Sealand playing into some of this. I like Terraclaw. Like, I don't know. I still think I end up giving it that same 3.5, but I feel like this is a slightly stronger 3.5 than the Forest for me.
I, I'm on the opposite end. I'm giving this card a point 0.5 until we see more aquatic synergies.
Whew.
I just have to give this card a very low rating.
Fair enough.
I feel like movement. Your familiars, we have so many redeploy effects. In base set or in Series 0, we had so many movement effects. I don't necessarily care that I can't deploy to a specific field. We saw Griffin's Crag, right? Griffin's Crag was a version of this on steroids, essentially, for the majority.
I love me
of
some Crag.
For these entirety of Series 0. Griffin's Crag was essentially this on steroids, and players adapted to it with almost next to no struggle. I do not see this card being an issue.
Fair enough.
And then not last off, because we still have an unrevealed card we got to do.
We do.
Is Fertilis Canyon. It is a 3 cost or a 3 VP field. Each player has -1 space in this field. This card was made for one very specific grouping and one specific grouping alone. Glacial Flight Chrism. This card was very specifically made for Glacial Flight Chrism. And it is so good.
I love it. I love it.
You giant growth into the same field. Oof. Oof. It feels good. I believe there's also a ally that removes spaces and zones too. I cannot remember which one though, for the life of me. I may be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
But this card is insanely good. Insanely good.
I like it a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna go 5 for it, but this is a 4 for me.
The day that we're recording this, the question of the day is which of the fields that have been revealed so far is the one that's going to give you the most problems. And I said this one. And let me tell you, my answer hasn't changed. But also, the card that I'm going to abuse the most is this one. I'm giving this card a 5. Hands down, giving this card a 5. I feel like...
All right.
I feel like with a single giant growth, it gives you so much control of the game. Yeah.
I'll buy that.
All right, and now we have a card reveal.
What?
We have a card reveal.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
What?
Yep.
Now. Oh, fine. I guess we could do that.
Hey, I mean, if you don't want to do a card reveal, we don't have to show them. We can keep it all to ourselves.
Oh, we could do that. That would be so mean, though. I guess we should show it.
Okay, fine. We'll show it. Bam! As of you guys seeing this card, we've actually only known about this card for about 30 minutes, so we haven't actually had the chance to form proper opinions on this. So, would you like to do the honors?
Sure. So, Scyphid is a 3/6 Might ally, Wild and Magic. We've got a debut of gain 1 VP for each field you are tied in or losing. Then deploy each of your familiars to this field. A KO effect of move any number of creatures in the field Scyphid was in. And it's an adorable wind sprite.
Oh, that's it? That's all it does?
All it does. What are you saying?
That's all it does?
What are you saying about?
That's all it does?
It's all it does.
That's all it does.
I don't hate it.
I'm about to do something I know Chris isn't gonna like. I'm gonna give this card a very low rating. I'm gonna give it a very low rating. I'll give it this card a 0.
Oh no.
I'm giving this
Oh
card a
no.
0. Um, let me explain. Let me explain because I feel like this is gonna be controversial, and I feel like I should explain this one. It's a 3 cost
That's more than 0.
in might, and its effect relies on you actively losing fields in might.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a slight counter argument.
I would love to hear it.
Chrism Glaciafly.
Okay, okay. Slight counter argument. Then deploy each of your familiars to this field.
Yeah, that part's a little weird.
Tornado lets you discard a card to do that. Chrism, when it is KO'd, resets itself to the field. The only one that would care about that would be Snydro, and you don't get a debut effect for that. You just get the 4 power that would come with it, which I guess is the worst thing. But then again, how many effects actually KO familiars? Like two? Right? Like 2? The KO before the end of turn?
So what I figure on this one, like for me, I'm like, I see a use case again. I see a use case in Glaciafly Chrism right now. That is an edge use case.
Yeah, I could agree. A very niche case in one
I've
specific pairing.
got to assume again because of the way they release stuff that this is series 1 of set 1. So all of set 1 up through, I guess, series 4, it's supposed to be 4 series.
Yes.
So up through series 4 are designed to be the same set. I have to assume there is something else coming that we haven't seen yet.
Okay, but
that will make this better.
But judge it off what it is right now. I'm saying a 0.
I can't go 0 just because of the edge case.
I thought you were about to say because the rating score we established was only 0.5 as the lowest.
Well, you know, I was going to leave you alone on that one.
I just feel like it's so counterintuitive to everything that Might does as far as we know.
For right now, I'm just going to give it a flat middle of the road 2.5.
I don't see, even with very specifically Chrism Glaciafly, I don't see where you came from, but I can respect it.
The reason is, again, it being a beefy body,
okay,
that KO effect of being able to rearrange stuff if they kill it to kind of be like, okay, crap, I have to rethink this. You know what? I'm going to take it to a 2 instead of a 2.5.
Now let me counter that KO effect real quick. Its debut effect is reliant on you losing fields, meaning you most likely have less allies in those fields. Are you deploying the 6 attacker into a field with 3 allies?
Possibly. If you've got one really strong field.
Wouldn't it be better to play a card that moves allies instead of planning to like have to lose fields?
No. I don't know. Quit confusing me.
I just feel like there's better 3-cost cards to be playing in almost any given circumstance. Like,
I mean, sitting here, like I'm gonna play.
I mean, Unity Tactics. If you're losing fields, Unity Tactics fixes that. If you
I'm
Rock,
playing Volt Rock over this.
yeah, I mean, in Glaciafly Chrism, the example you used, are you putting this in your main deck?
No, not right this second. No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The deck, the niche case it has, it doesn't fit the role. It doesn't fit the role.
I will also say specifically for this card, again with the caveat, as I'm 100% looking forward to and hoping to be proven wrong.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
yeah, same. And I mean, also again,
it
this card will most definitely be better in like future, like in future series. Like I do
it
not
be
question
it
that.
being fresh and it being the time it is, I guarantee there is something else that I'm just not seeing right now.
I
I
feel
will I will openly state that I think there's something I'm missing.
no, I feel like this card is a lot like Croc right now, right? Like, why would you plan to be in this circumstance? Is what I'm thinking. Like, why would you be adding cards in your deck with the plan of losing fields in Might?
Sure.
Similar to how, like, with Croc, why would you be adding cards into your deck with the plan of having a bad hand?
Right.
Like, it's just like, I feel like they fit into those same two roles of, like, as three costers, they're just so circumstantial, it's hard to justify, like, saying this card goes in a deck.
Sure.
Does not change the fact that the art is extremely cute. I love the art.
It's a good looking card.
I want to add points back, but the redundancy of its effects in the current like card list, I can't. This card would never go into any deck that I'm building ever. As of right now, in Series 1.
Right this second, I probably in a more, I could see a world where in just a, like, if we're taking starter cards out of it or like a more condensed format, there's a world where maybe I put it in a just Series 0, Series 1 deck. But if I've got the full card pool, no way.
Now, if we're playing draft, this card is very good. This card in a
Also
sealed
true.
environment would be very good.
Yeah.
Just not in a constructed. Just not in a constructed.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. Now,
Yep.
we do have some ruling clarifications we should go over. We went over did we go over Tarantula? We didn't go over Tarantula's effect, right?
No, we didn't. But it's only creatures you KO.
Yeah. So if your opponent KOs a card with like Sackbond, for example, you do not gain a VP. It's only whenever you, very specifically you KO. So let's say you play Hidden Powers.
Yeah, and it's one of those. I feel like it's if you read the card.
A lot of the ruling clarifications they say, yeah. Is there any that did not care for the fields are not opponents?
The Primus Forest one I think is an important reminder.
The Primus Forest ignores block because it is not an opposing effect. It is a block only effect, so whenever an opposing effect would trigger to hit it. So Primus Forest will ignore block. Which ones do you think it does in fact should have?
Just the call out of Burberry Springs again. It shuts down things like Vesperoon and anything else that would trigger a debut for non-aquatics. But I think we covered most of the rest of it.
Yeah, I feel like we said every single one of these. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because you called out the Natloth. Yeah.
Let me get a ruling clarification on
No.
Primal Fury. Having a Primal Fury and having a charm in play.
Yeah. And also, we should point out that Blisterno is a terrible card. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
and Surging Charm does affect Kindolf.
Yeah, that was a good call out too. Which I wouldn't have thought about it that way, but yeah, when during the scoring phase, Surging Charm impacts Kindolf, he gets another +1, which is actually kind of cool. Not a particularly super helpful use case because Kindolf kind of gets super strong, super fast anyway, but it's still an interesting point to make.
All right, so we do have a ruling clarification. You can have both Surging Charm and Primal Fury in play at the
Just
same
one
time.
of each.
One
Okay.
of each, yeah.
That makes sense to me. That was my assumption, but I'm glad we clarified.
So if you have a Primal Fury in play and you play a Surging Charm to trigger the to return Vesperin and Magiby, you can redeploy Vesperin and Magiby, and then or you can redeploy Vesperin and Majesty, and then Vesperin triggers Freeze Wolf to target Magiby, so you get 3 different triggers, gaining 3 VP and or filtering through 3 different cards in your deck for the cost of 3 on play. Wild. That hearts. I heart that.
Oh snap!
Oh my god, we said the name of the game. We said the name of the game.
Did it. Hey, you know what else we should say about the game?
Huh? And the Kickstarter's still live.
That one right there.
The Kickstarter is still live, Series 1, guys. Every card we just reviewed is going to be in the set. It's going to be super awesome. You guys should definitely go and back the Kickstarter if you have not already. I personally threw in a few hundred. I didn't want to go overboard because I am very prone to going overboard, and I already have like 5 other trips I have to take over the next 3 months, and I couldn't afford to go overboard. But
I 100% went overboard.
Yeah.
So
Sammy definitely went overboard. He wanted the sleeves.
I wanted those dang sleeves. Come on, y'all.
He really wanted the sleeves. So if you guys want to help Sammy get more than just sleeves, all you have to do is go back to Kickstarter. At least get a starter deck.
Yeah,
like
100%.
The starter deck is a 2 players right out of the box. Gives you everything you're going to need to start to play. It has tokens. It has your indicator cards for your VP, or it has your indicator cards for your field zones. Everything you need to start is going to be in that box. So at least go grab those. I mean, I think they're like, what, 25, 30?
Well, yeah.
I think they're like 30. So at least go and grab yourselves a starter deck so you guys can at least check out the game, because it is
and really to get some of these cool cards we've been talking about, just get the tier 1 bundle. That's a starter set and 8 booster packs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, and then also join the Discord so that you guys can trade with us in the Discord whenever you guys get your stuff in. Sammy,
because let me tell you,
Sammy has been collecting alphas like their Pokemon badges. I think he quite literally has 8.
I do have 8. I was about to say I don't know what you're talking about, but no, I can't deny it. I have acquired 8.
He is ready to challenge the Elite Four of the of the alphas.
Whew. The other ones are gonna be hard though. I'm getting to where it's gonna be tricky to get the last few.
Hey, I'm still struggling with my special attack tokens, so I'm right there with you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that being said, though, guys, I think we can about wrap this up here. We've covered every new card.
I think so. We covered a lot of ground tonight.
Sammy, I'm not gonna lie, we agreed on a lot more than I expected we would.
We were a lot closer than I expected, which means that we are both going to be yelled at by the Wildhearts team more than...
I mean, we rated almost every card extremely highly, so I don't think they're going to yell at us. Yeah, I don't think they're going to yell at us. And I feel and again, I feel like a lot of these cards are only going to get better as it's a lot of the cards we rated poorly. They're only going to get better as time goes on.
I 100% agree with that as well.
With the exception of Lunath, I just... Guardian existing as a keyword on other cards, I just don't see Lunath becoming as viable. I mean, it just
hurts me because it's beautiful.
It is, but it just takes 1 mirror image token in a field with the card they want to reset. That's all it takes. It's all it takes. And
You're
it
right.
being a 2 cost for that discard effect, I just no. Even for discarding, you have Latest-Seer, you have Natloth. I mean, even your triggers that would trigger off of a discard. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. That's
You're
not it.
right.
It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. But the one thing
It's
we
not.
can't agree is Breezolf is busted.
Breezolf's awesome.
I cannot wait to play Breezolf, man. I cannot wait. I'm like
It's gonna be great.
I'm unironically looking at Tactics and Ferocity, and I'm like, ooh, I want to play this because these are my 2 least played, like styles.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, same.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, Breezolf with a Searching Charm, Primal Fury, Lucky Hat, Sonic Boom. Even actually, I kind of don't want to play Sonic Boom. I want to like stack more Magic cards because I'm going to be playing Magiby because Magiby is so good.
Magiby's
So good.
glorious. I want to pet that dang bumblebee.
Dude, I kind of regret sending my Magiby promo to Ale. I kind of regret it a little bit, but at the same time, it made him so happy. I'm not upset over it. I'm not upset.
You know what? Sometimes just taking the smile, the joy that somebody throws out there, you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like I hate that I did it, but like it made him so happy. I can't regret it. Like if you make somebody's day, like that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Sure enough.
All right. Well, this has been Rivals Rambles. This has been a fun time, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Me too.
Next week, you guys are going to be playing in the Open. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going to meet Brian David Marshall. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that.
Unfortunately, you're meeting Brian David Marshall. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Dude, I literally I got the opportunity. It just lined up really coincidentally, like amazingly timing, because I was about to be forced to go to a different convention altogether, and I saw that he said that he was gonna be like in Dallas, which is like a 3-hour drive for me.
And you're like, nope.
I was
going there.
I was like, I'm going there. And my friends were like, you can't just bail on us last second. And I was like, too bad.
Man, weird how I just did.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit more important. Like, he's making a new game, which, hey, maybe we'll discuss stuff like that later. I don't know. We gotta see how this podcast shapes out. Because
sure enough,
I'm really interested to see how we evolve and develop this podcast over time.
Agreed.
If we even continue to do it, Mr. Vacation.
I'm sorry. Look. My wife is having an age on her birthday, and so we're on a cruise for that. So that's what's going on.
You said your wife. That's all you had to say. That's all you.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
That's all.
But that being said, though, guys, it is very late for us, so we're going to dip out. Thank you guys for stopping by the podcast. This has been Rivals Rambles. I've been JadeJonny.
And I've been Samugram Does TCGs.
And we'll be seeing you guys later in another Ramble.
See ya!